was saying a lot, but like I feel like I know a lot of people don't have a lot of faith in humanity, and that could be like a real problem, because it's like if you don't really believe in people having the capability of doing better, then you're not going to believe that better can be achieved. And then we kind of revert back to this, well, I got to do it by myself mentality, or whoever's going to help me, that's all that's important. And I mean, there is some truth to that, but at the same time, like, what's the goal here? You know, is the goal just self, protecting the self and family, like living? That's definitely priority, but I think we could do it on a larger scale as a community if we all get on the same accord, if we all on the same page, if we all start believing the same things, you know what I'm saying? And right now, there's not really, a voice or multiple voices that can unify us in something that we universally believe in that's really for the greater good of all of us. And I don't think, the people that we kind of did look to for advice, they trying different ways to tear them down, whether they celebrity figures or just public figures or spokespeople, past, present, things like that, or way back in the past. It's a lot of like little corruption tactics they trying to do, and that just further divides the potential unification of us. I don't know, man, I got a lot to say, but I feel like I really need to get on the platform and talk about it, but I also feel like, you know what I'm saying, to anybody that's willing to listen right now, I'm going to try and spread that message, just because I think, again, bro, when we come together, we're very, very strong, right? It's a united front. And when you think about all of the movements that made a lot of progress in the past, they were united in what their goal was. Sometimes they didn't always agree on the methods, but they could come together to figure out, all right, well, listen, we could try your method, we could try your method, we could try your method. And of course, we're going to be tired, but it's also like, defining things for, I feel like, our community as well, right? The rights that we were able to fight for our community, other communities have benefited, right? Civil Rights Act and things like that, saying for all, that's helped other minority or polarized groups or discriminated groups get certain rights. And now I feel like they're trying to take those rights from everybody, and black people included are getting the blunt end of that. You know what I'm saying? And I speak on black people because that's the community that I'm a part of, and that I can speak to because I'm a part of it. So I'm not minimizing other groups in my emphasis of black people, right? And that's another thing we got to stop doing. Just because we talk about one thing don't mean we're dismissing another. But I do think sometimes people got to make that clear. I also want to say though, yes, defining what black pride is, really understanding our history. So some of the little, ignorant things that people do, or that the youth may even do, right? Not, bashing women of certain skin tones, praising, things that come from white supremacist values, things like that. It's like that's not where we come from. And it's like our mentality and our DNA has been so contaminated with these type of thoughts from years and years of the oppression. I feel like a lot of folks is just buying more and more into it, no matter how conscious they are of this concept, right? So it's like, I don't know, understanding you, being real true to you, authentic to you, but that authenticity doesn't come without knowledge. And you got to educate yourself on not just, of course, on subject matters like, your STEM and STEAM or whatever like that, but you also got to do your history and your research on your people and where you come from and part of your humanity, so you can understand more of these conflicts that we are facing. Because regardless of what, we're going to stay in these troubled circumstances if we don't figure out the next way out. So yeah, that's my spiel this morning.